Hi, friends. So, the biggest gift that we can give ourselves is in order to be able to forgive. A lot of times people get forgiveness mistaken. They think, well, if I forgive them, that means to excuse the behavior. If I forgive them, that means what they did is okay. No, that's not what it means. Forgiveness is for yourself so you can move on and heal. So, if you've ever had like a family member do you wrong, or a best friend, or a relationship, or betrayal, which we've all dealt with that before, right? It's betrayal. It's just part of life. But when you forgive them, it gives you healing. It gives you healing, you know, because when you don't forgive, you can sometimes become bitter, you become angry, you become resentful, you want to get revenge on them, but you have to forgive. You have to be able to forgive. And when you forgive them and you mean it, and another way to tell that you have truly forgiven them, because if you've forgiven them, next time if you run into them or you speak to that person, you treat them like you forgive them. You're kind to them, you're respectful to them, you love them, you wish them well, you pray for them. You treat them like you forgive them. You don't treat them like you're still mad at them or you still have kind of any kind of anger towards them. But forgiveness is the biggest gifts that you can give for yourself because it gives you healing. It lets you be able to move on. It's saying, I'm not okay with what you did, right? I'm not okay with what you did, but I'm forgiving you for myself and because I want to be forgiven. And the scripture even says in Matthew 18:22, one of the disciples asked Jesus, how many times am I supposed to forgive my brother that's done me wrong, that keeps mistreating me? How many times must I forgive them? And Jesus' reply was seven times 70. So you're supposed to continue to forgive them. And it brings so much healing. So much healing. If you've had a best friend betray you, a friend, a sibling, a mother, a father, a best friend, or a partner, it doesn't matter. You forgive them, and it releases them. They're not on your mind. You're not bitter about it. You're not angry talking to them about it. It helps you heal. It helps you heal, and all of this is for you. For you to find healing. So forgiveness has helped me a lot in my life. It has helped me a lot because it doesn't, the problem or whatever the issue is doesn't stay on your mind and you forgive them. And I want to be forgiven. So who am I not to forgive if I want to be forgiven, right? Because I'm not perfect. I'm human, right? We make mistakes. And if I want to be forgiven, I have to be able to forgive them. That doesn't mean you keep them in your life. You just forgive them. Maybe it's a character or something they need to work. I don't know, whatever it is. And also, if you look at Matthew 7:1 verses 3, it says, if you judge, you'll be judged in the same measure. So you can't judge them for how they're behaving. You don't know what they went through. You don't know their struggles. You don't know what they're telling you. You don't know why they have trust issues. You don't know why they are what they are. You don't know. You don't know the full detail, right? If they haven't told you. So it's not our job to fix anybody. We can't do that. They have to want that for themselves. But what you can do is forgive them. You can forgive them because when you forgive them, it brings healing. It is the biggest gift you can give for yourself. Like we've all have dealt with betrayal and stuff like that. It's part of life, right? It's part of being on this earth. But when you choose to forgive them and you genuinely mean it, and you say, I forgive you, I don't agree with what you did, but I forgive you as a person. People make mistakes. And then you create boundaries or you distance yourself from them or you minimize it. And then if you happen to run into them or you see them somewhere, you treat them like you forgive them. You don't treat them with an attitude. Because remember, you have to look at your heart because God looks at your heart. And if you still have hate towards them, you still have an attitude towards them, you treat them like you're still mad at them, and you treat them like it just happened yesterday, then that doesn't mean you truly forgive them. You're just saying it, but you actually have to feel it. You have to accept it for what it is. You have to forgive them for you to find healness and to be able to move on with your life. The greatest thing about that is the scripture also says, it was good that I was afflicted. It was good that I was afflicted. All the ups and downs you go through in life, all the trials, those are amazing. I'm so grateful for everything in my life because it molds you into the person that you are. It gives you awareness. It shows you what you want and don't want in your life. It helps you create boundaries. it's amazing. It's an amazing process. At the moment when you're in it, you don't understand it, you don't like it. I get it. I've been there. But after a while, when you start to develop and grow in your Christian journey and just becoming a better person overall, it's healing. It's healing, and it's the greatest gift we can give ourselves. I've forgiven a lot of people, people that betray you. That's part of life. You forgive them, but that doesn't mean you have to have them in your life. But you forgive them, you love them, you wish the best for them. Can you imagine how much healing you'll have for that? Because they won't be on your mind. They won't have any power. Yeah, and it's not about power. It's just about healing and releasing it and giving it to God. Right? It's such a blessing. I love that. I go over that scripture all the time. It was good that I was afflicted. It was good that I was afflicted. I take that personally, for real, because it showed me, okay, maybe I need to learn how to stay strong on my boundaries, or state what my standards are, what I expect and don't expect. You learn yourself more too. You learn yourself more. You learn your likes and dislikes. You learn how you want to be treated, what you don't want, what you will not accept for the next one, whether it's a friendship, relationship, whatever it might be. It's an amazing experience. At the time when you're going through it, it's not a good feeling, because it's just a lot going on. But forgiveness is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Make sure that we're forgiving, friends. Whatever, anyone that is in our heart and that still has power over us, I pray that we just forgive them and release them and pray for them. And I wish you well. Thanks. Bye, friends.